hope I sound okay. Let me know if there are any audio issues at all, as usual. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Have you had a good day? I hope you have anyway. I had a pretty good day. It was really nice and relaxing. Did I put in my vacation request for April? No, I haven't. I don't know. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like immediately like taking a break. You know what I mean? I don't want to like, I just started my new job last week. So I don't want to be like, oh, you know, yeah, I'll start. And then I'll stop and then, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll put in time off once I'm a little more comfortable with the job or something like that. But it's only been a little while, so I don't want to do that just yet. I want to be a good employee who works very, very hard and does not take off for Guild Wars. Oh, these are going so slow now. I need these 6 dragons to go strong. Hey, I saw Folia in your comp. I saw Folia in a comp online. And then I decided to copy it. This was my team. So, oh, no, wrong one. Sounding good? I am also being a good employee and not standing my team in the middle of busy season. Yeah! I need to figure out how busy it'll be in April before I decide to, like, you know, before I decide to take that risk. You know what I mean? If it's a very light time, then I'll be like, hey, can I take a week off to play a video game? Thankfully, my boss is a huge gamer. So maybe she'll actually understand. She plays Final Fantasy XIV. She'd understand, right? The need to take off for a video game? Don't you Final Fantasy XIV people have like an obsession with that, like taking off to play the game when there's nukes? I don't know anything about Final Fantasy XIV. I'm just assuming everybody who plays Final Fantasy XIV is crazy. Y'all are a cult. Oh, let me check something real quick. Let me check something real quick. I want to check something really, really quick before we go too deep into this stream. I might have said something incorrectly. And we're gonna find out. No, I said it correctly. We're all good to go. Yay! You're cult adjacent. 14 cult adjacent to the point my personal Discord is considered just starting a raid group. Oh, you guys are crazy. 14 people. You Final Fantasy 14 people. I don't know how to handle you. When I say I don't play Final Fantasy 14, you're all like, well, hey, it only costs like $0 and you gotta, you know, you can play up to like level 70 or something like that and you get like all these expansions for free. And I'm like, it's not about that for me. It's just gonna take a lot of time and it's a whole new game and it also takes away from me playing Granblue Fantasy. And I like playing Granblue Fantasy. And I want to, if I want to start another game, I don't want it to be an MMO or a live service game. I want to just start games that I can finish. So I'm very intimidated by Final Fantasy XIV. Ah, my game is going so slow. I do take expansion days off, but so does my team since we all play. Oh my god, it's just like a holiday for your work. Everybody takes off for Final Fantasy XIV. If you start a second game, you should start Great Ace Attorney. I've already played it. I've already played Great Ace Attorney. I will never forget this one tweet about, like, Barack Von Zeeks. Like, I posted about, like, how hot he was. Like, I posted a screenshot of him and said how hot he was, and somebody tweeted, sexiest racist ever, and I, like, lost it. And that thing's been burned into my brain ever since. I was like, it's so messed up, but it's so true. He's not wrong. I can't believe you're still excited about, like, your... Yes, I am! I love playing Light. I love Guild Wars, okay? I was really, really sad that I was really sad I couldn't play Water Guild Wars. What did I walk into? We were talking about Great Ace Attorney. There's this character named Barack Von Zeeks. And he's basically, like, really, really racist. As, like, every character in Great Ace Attorney is kind of racist, okay? Like, they really don't like Japanese people or make a lot of really racist assumptions about Japanese people. And Barack Von Zeeks is, but he also happens to be really hot, so that's where the conversation came from. He's got very pretty face and very long legs that he slams on top of the podium when he does his trials. Hold on, I'm gonna find a GIF, because surely the GIF exists. Zeeks GIF. We're gonna show how hot he is. Hold on. We're looking. It exists. I know it exists. Yes, it does. Alright. So, like, when you're... He, like, takes out a glass, like, a glass. He's like an alcoholic, man. He drinks throughout the entire trial. Like, he just is getting drunk. And then he's, like, whips out his leg and he slams it on the desk. Like, the podium. He just does that. That's just what he does. Anyway, he's really hot, but he's also really racist, so... That's just Great Ace. That's just the Great Ace Attorney experience, though. Just a dash of racism in every conversation. But actually, to that point, if you play the official English localization does a beautiful job of kind of localizing, all of that. They don't shy away from its existence. So they don't censor it or tone it down at all. But they don't go for the low-hanging fruit, if you understand what I mean. They don't go for overt language that is just there for shock value. I feel like they did, like, the absolute perfect interpretation of what that game was going for, with its dialogue. So... Great Ace Attorney, unbelievably excellent localization, just phenomenal, really like a 10 out of 10 kind of localization in my opinion. All those wonderful accents and the voiceover and like, oh, beautiful characterization. And I think a very impressive interpretation of the tougher subject matter in the game. Who let Dracula into the courtroom? Get out of here! Get out of here! I say that to my cat every time she walks into the bathroom with me. My cat Goose, like, she literally follows me desperately into the bathroom every time I go in there. So I look at her and I'm like, get out of here! And then she gets out immediately. Or sometimes she just looks up at me and meows, and I'm like, alright, well, I guess we're hanging out now. You weird little child. Why are you so obsessed with me? 2 months and 1 week to grind for Light Guild Wars. That's kind of pog. I need to... I saw people, like, already doing, like, their X Plus setups and stuff like that, and I was like, they're surely gonna release something that's strong and light in between now and Guild Wars. I'm not gonna do an X Plus setup until I have all the materials I need and can copy other people. I'm gonna copy other people. I'm not gonna make up my own setup. Are you guys crazy? I can't even do that in my best element. I'm not doing that. I'm copying people. And he about to bring Revons too! Yeah! Hello! How are you? I am... Oh, you know what? I should host my dragons. How was my day? It was the first day I did work from home. So, I really enjoy being in the office a lot. I've really liked my new job so far, but the thing is, I get up... For my new job, I get up at 4:30 in the morning, and I don't come home until like 7:30 to 8 o'clock at night. So I've been really, like, it is pretty exhausting. So going back to work from home, being able to work from home at least 2 or 3 days a week is really convenient. It's really nice. It's a long commute, and I also need to leave earlier to beat the traffic so the commute doesn't become even worse. Could I leave, like, maybe... So I have to get up early, I have to shower, put on makeup. Like, normally I don't put on makeup, but I've been putting on makeup for this job. You know, I gotta feed the pets, I gotta get ready, I gotta get my lunch ready. You know, all that other stuff. Eat breakfast. There's so much to do. So I gotta get ready before and leave before a certain time. I do get to work early with my schedule. I get to work about an hour early, but the thing is, I'd rather get there an hour early and have to deal with less traffic than to sit in like 2 hours of traffic. You know what I mean? How long have you been playing Granblue? Since the end of 2017, beginning of 2018. I made my account in late 2017. I played for a little bit and I stopped. I didn't start again until 2018 when What Makes the Sky Blue 2 came out. And I saw a bunch of Sandalphon Lucifer fan art. And I was like, oh, that's my kind of... What is this from that game I started? And so then I started playing it again, and then I became obsessed with Granblue. I never looked back. BL got me into Granblue. Yeah, almost 8 years. Dedicated, and I still don't know how to build a grid. Isn't that crazy? Is it full-time? Yes, my new job is full-time. But now that I've basically learned the ropes, I can work from home if I want to. But I actually like going into the office because it's a recording studio, and if I go into the office, I can sit in on sessions and listen to actors and directors, and oh, that just makes me so happy. I love that kind of stuff. It makes me super mega happy. It never gets old for me. I love sitting in on sessions. I love sitting in on sessions as a producer on other games like Trails. I love it now. It's amazing. And I can listen to them remotely, sure, but it doesn't, you know, the in-person atmosphere cannot be beat. Someone showed me Halloween Vane and then showed me Vane Lancy, and now years later, here I am. Vane and Lancy, huh? That's a good classy couple. That they've all but... Hold on. I'm getting that artwork. I'm getting the artwork. I'm getting the artwork. Alright. This? I don't know about you guys, but that looks pretty canon to me. Looking pretty canon right there. They might as well just come out and say it. They may as well come out and say it. Why are we hiding at this point? We've got canon lesbians. We have lesbians kiss. So where's the canon vein Lancelot? Dragon Knight stories don't always have to be about politics. We can make them about romance. You know what I'm saying? I reached 2B for the first time and next Guild Wars is light. Wait, you reached 2B? What do you mean? What do you mean you reached 2B? Like you have 2B in Granblue vs. Rising? Who's gonna be the first canon gay couple in Granblue? Cause there are definitely gay characters, but there's not like I don't think there's a gay couple that's anything like overtly like Coupiton Tricette kind of overt. I think they're all just more like very heavily implied, all but implied. But there's none that are just like out there. Gay, not lesbian. Also, Meg is very, like, Mari, yes. Meg is sort of, Meg is, like, blissfully ignorant, I feel like, to some extent. But do I believe in them as a couple? Yes, I do. Dragon Knight story, but it's Percy and Sieg slowly realizing they're the third and fourth wheels. Exactly! That's what we need. But yeah, there's, I mean, like, is it, like, not even, like, Belial is, like, an obviously, like, overtly, like, I don't even know if you'd call him gay. I think you'd just call him Lucy-sexual. Lucy-sexual. If you think about it, is Sandalphon gay for Lucy? Like, I think, actually, I saw somebody online saying the developer said that, like, Sandalphon's feelings for Lucifer encompassed many different kinds of things, including romantic or something like that. I don't know the source of that. I always kind of personally interpreted them as more of like a father-son relationship. Or like a big brother, like younger brother kind of relationship, like that kind of love. I know there's love there, but I never quite interpreted it as romantic personally. Sure, that's what got me started. The fan art, oh, that was sublime, but then I actually read the event and had different feelings about it. So it's like, but I don't know. I guess Sandalphon and Lucifer are like the closest to a canon gay couple. They do give each other lots of hugs. Lots of, like, everybody freaks out whenever, like, Lucifer hugs Sandalphon. It could be. It could be. Maybe. I don't know. Too late. They can't smooch anymore, though. Lucifer doesn't have a head. Rather his head is, I don't know where they put his head, but it's not on his body anymore. I don't think he can smooch that. Arthur and Mordred, you think so? When they get older, you think? A whole new meaning to give. No! Get out of here! Get out of here! That's not where I was going with that at all! Ah! March. know, cat. Like, that vine just lives in my head rent-free. So no head? Smash the skateboard. Like, there are so many good vines that are just like, they'll never ever leave me. Literally every time I drive across I drive like by that one sign, that construction sign, I'm just like, road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does. Like, literally every single time. That vine just literally loops in my head for like 10 minutes after I see that sign. Actually, Sandy and Lucifer as a parental relationship does kind of hit me harder with that interpretation. Those type of father-son tragedies are way worse. Yeah, that's how I interpret it. I think it is more of a father-son thing. But, you know, I'm happy to be proven wrong. Like, I'm okay being proven wrong. If like, canonically the devs said that it includes romantic feelings, I'm like, cool. It is, whatever kind of relationship, like, whatever Sandalphon feels for Lucifer, it's clearly very deep. Like, that, there's no question of that. Very deep, very pure, very true. Come join my Wamdis. Maybe this is gonna be a Six Dragons stream. Who knows? Who knows? The day the announcement comes out, the artist will be hard at work. That's right! All they have to do is announce it for all the fan art to come in. Just loads of it. The people, they love Sandalphon. The people, they love Lucifer. They're obsessed. Oh my god, I'm so excited for Anniversary this year. It always feels like there's such a big, like, big buzz. A lot of buzz around Anniversary time. Right? And last year was especially huge because of 10th Anniversary. Oh my god, it felt like everybody was talking about Granblue again. So we're getting Seahawks as a Valentine's unit, right? Not before we get light Valentine's Lobelia. I want Lobelia as a Valentine's Day unit, and I want him to be light. Just for me. Just for me. I know that the chances of that are like 1%, but I still want it. Please, please, give me light Lobelia. If you're gonna do evokers. Although I feel like if they're gonna do an evoker, like, for Valentine's Day, it's probably gonna be like Frau or something like that. What's your wish list for anniversary pools? I want a powerful light unit that I can spark. I just want a really good light unit, and I also want it to be... I want this light unit to have a weapon that I only need to spark once. Just one copy, please. No, like, FS, where I need to spark 3 copies, okay? Please, just one. I would like Lobelia, but I feel like he'll be one of the later ones, sadly. We still don't have his skin. We don't have skin yet, I think. No, we have a skin for Lobelia. We have his summer skin. He got one of the first skins. And it was perfect. I love his summer skin. It's adorable. No flaws. A Negima collab was very surprising. I remember reading Negima when I was like in high school, I think? Middle school, high school? I think I was in high school when Negima came out. I never finished it though. How many volumes is Negima? 38 volumes, oh my god. Well, I guess it did have like 8 billion female characters. Hi! Negima was almost 2 decades ago. Oh, you're dating me now. Oh, saying it was 2 decades ago makes me feel old. UQ Holder? It got a sequel? I don't think I would be, like, as a teenager, it was, like, interesting to read. But I don't think I'd feel the same way about it now. Because, like, I'm an adult. I'm an adult. And that collab is definitely about children who should be much older given the circumstances they're constantly put in. Just my personal opinion. Yeah, at least Love Hina had mostly adults studying for college exams. Negima turns close to a battle shonen at the end. That makes sense, though, because it was about, like, magic and fights and stuff like that. I wonder what other collabs they'll be having in the future, because, like, it shows that they're not, like, you know, they're kind of open to exploring old IPs along with new IPs, because, like, the Slime collab was pretty, like, for a more recent IP. Negima's a pretty darn old IP, so, like, you never know what they'll do. It's not just gonna be the new and popular stuff. It could be anything. I want Ace Attorney. I want to play as Miles Edgeworth. A Miles Edgeworth unit for me, please. Happy to post Guild Wars, everybody. Hope goals were achieved despite the nightmare the boss was. I've heard horrible. Well, I did do the higher levels, but I only did it like once for the crystals and then stopped. I didn't have time. I could only really play for one day. An Ace Attorney collab would be amazing. Dragging Allegra? Allegra? Wait, which Allegra? Clark? I didn't know she was a big Ace Attorney fan. Well, we could definitely talk about that. I've worked with Allegra a couple of times over the years. She's really, really nice. We've never hung out, like, outside of work, though. But she's very, very sweet and very skilled. Holy crap, she finishes her work so fast. Every time I know I hire her, I know I'm getting, like, a really fast, easy session. Like a session I'd never have to worry about because she knows what to do so easily. Everyone deserves to get dragged into the Granblue mines eventually, though, huh? So sweet and an absolute gremlin. Yes, I agree. I was thinking, oh, like, now that I'm able to do a little more work from home, I think it'll be easier for me to stream during the week now. But again, I like coming to the office, so I definitely want to have office days that I go in. I'm just not sure if I'm going to do like a regular schedule of office days or if I'm going to be sort of sporadic and change my nights week by week or something like that. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I do wish I could stream in the middle of the day though, because I feel bad. I think like it's late for East Coast and like Europe it's like the middle of the night, huh? I'm like, oh god, I feel so bad. Everyone is asleep now during these nights. Oh, I can host this one. Also, oh my god, another BL I was reading ended finally, and I am so glad it did. It was so boring. It was so boring. I was like, I was waiting for something to happen, and I was like, oh, thank goodness this ended. I was really bored. I just finished it because I was like, the art was nice. But there's nothing. I was expecting it to go in a different direction. And it just never went into that direction. It just sort of ended, and I was like, alright, well, at least I don't have to worry about it anymore. Disappointing. Disappointing, but it's now done. Now I can focus on the cooler stuff, like turning. Turning is really good. I like turning a lot. And absolutely nothing has happened in it yet, like romantically. We're like quite a ways in, and literally nothing has happened. Not so much as like, I mean, I guess they've held hands, but like, it's not even like a mutual romantic thing yet. It's like, it's keeping me waiting, and I love it. It's just focusing on the lore. I'm like, wow, a story about magic and knights and special powers. It's cool. It's all about the story. Also, speaking of BL, my crazy, or is there no way to read mature in the app on Legend? Because I was thinking of starting Jigs. Oh, I just used the browser on my phone. Yeah, there's no way to read mature on the app. I use just a browser. It remembers my info, so I'm like, alright, cool. It's actually surprising you can read mature on, like, TappyTune on the app. I use browser for TappyTune anyway, but, like, it's surprising that you can actually read it on the app, because, like, you're not supposed to be able to read 18 plus on, like, an Apple Store app. What's your favorite type of fan work to collect? I'm rearranging my room and I'm realizing how much I prefer prints compared to keychains now. Now I'm running out of wall space too. Wow! I like collecting mugs. Like coffee mugs. I really like really practical merch. And I mean, you can always use a good mug, right? I like it. I like a good mug. But when it comes to like Anilla in particular, I try to collect whatever I can of her. I have a lot of little, like all her Valentine's Day cards, except for the one from 2017. I can't get that one. I've been trying to hunt that one down for ages. And I still can't get it. So frustrating. It's impossible. You do it the way Tumblr does it? What the heck? Tumblr, like... I'm surprised Tumblr has, like, a censored app. Because Tumblr isn't, like... You know, they're not uploading 18 plus content. It's people uploading it's a people generated kind of thing, like Twitter or Reddit or whatever. Although I think Reddit is heavily moderated. I don't know, I barely use Reddit. The one merch I want is an Eternals jacket. I just thought, oh yeah, that one would be cool. I love a good jacket too, to be honest. I think a good jacket is nice. That's a very practical piece of merch. But I don't want it, like, when it comes to the clothing items, I don't want them to look too weeby, you know what I mean? I don't want them to look too anime. I want them to kind of be, like, subtle. Like, to have, like, the color scheme of, like, a certain thing. Or, like, to have the symbols, like, or things like that. I don't like it when it's, like, a big anime character plastered on it, usually. I mean, it'd have to look pretty cool for me to be like, oh, I like the anime character on this thing. But some people mark their blogs as not safe for work, so you have to go into the browser Tumblr to say, yeah, show me that. Oh, I see, I see. I planned on wearing it to the next tournament when I get my hair braided in the spring. Cool! I want to look it up again because it's been a while since I've seen it. Eternals jacket. Granblue. The Eternals hoodie. It looks so comfy. It really does. It looks so comfy. I'm like looking at it right now up close. Ah. You can never go wrong with a good hoodie. I need to buy more hoodies even. I pretty much wear like the same like 2 hoodies and like jacket everywhere I go. And of course I wash them, but like I'm sure people are just like, "Man, you wear that every day, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I sure do." It especially looks like I'm wearing the same thing every day because I basically bought like 10 pairs of leggings, like sports leggings, and like 10 pairs of the same black tank top. So I literally wear those like every day. I'm so lazy about fashion. I'm so lazy about clothes. I was like, these are cheap. And then I wear like the same jackets or sweatshirts on top of them. The Granblue Versus made merch where they pasted some assets on some clothes. The stuff I liked best was the art of Siggy Grimnir near death. Ooh! At least you can say you have official Anilla merch that US based. Oh, US based Anilla merch? Like a video game character, it's why they wear the same thing every day. Yeah, I'm like a video game character. Same exact outfit, or like a character in an anime where they have the same outfit every episode. I'm just like that. It's practical. It's easy. I do have like cute cardigans though. That's what I like for like varying up is cardigans. But I usually only wear them during the summer. It's sweater season now. It got really cold. Oh my god, the other day, like earlier this week when I went, earlier this week, by earlier this week I mean like Monday. When I went to the office, I went to go get coffee at a coffee shop, and I walked outside and I could see my breath. And I was like, are you kidding? In Los Angeles? It's that cold? It was like 40 degrees outside. It was actually pretty cold. At like 8 in the morning, too. Do you care for MVP? I can stop. No, it's fine. You can keep going. I don't need MVP. I just am doing... I don't even know why I did this. I was doing 6 dragons. But at least Mugen is pretty comfy. I forgot they made a Grand jacket too, didn't they? I need more pullover hoodies. Pullover hoodies are nice, and they can be like gigantic, which makes them kind of snug. They're kind of cozy that way. Oh, yeah. Did I tell you guys I started watching an anime called Apothecary Diaries? It's really nice. I'm like, I'm quite a ways into it, I think. I am on episode 15 so far. I don't know how many episodes there are. I know there's another season that's, I think, running right now. But I'm really, really enjoying it. And I really like the English dub, too. And it's like, yeah, Mamao and Jinshi are really, really cute. Jinshi is especially cute. I like Mamao a lot as a lead character. But Jinshi is, like, adorable and, like, pathetic. Capable, but pathetic. I like how he says that he has absolutely no special qualities except that he's good looking. He's like, I'm average in everything else. I'm not smarter than anybody else. I'm not stronger than anybody else. But I am good looking, and I'm going to use that to my advantage. And I'm like, you know what? I respect that. Apothecary Diaries is the manga still going? Or is it done and just the anime is running right now? But yeah, like, I really, really enjoy the anime so far. I'm gonna keep watching it. Also, like, my job, they're producing some anime right now. And I want to watch. It's still going? Ooh, okay. I want to watch some of the anime that my work produces too, since I haven't seen some of it. Like, they're dubbing something called Medalist right now, which is about figure skating. And I'm like, I'm gonna try and watch that too. No, like, the last figure skating anime I watched was Yuri on Ice. And I remember watching that while it was running. Remember, that was like an internet sensation. People were losing their minds over that anime. I wonder what it was about that anime that, like, made people lose their minds. I mean, I get it. I was also losing my mind, but, like, how did it become so ridiculously popular? What was in the air to make that, like, the anime of the century when it was out? And then it just faded away, which was really, really sad because they really had a good thing going. Yuzuru Hanyu was very popular at the time in Japan. Whoa, okay. I see. So it was just really good timing. I remember really loving that anime though. One of Mappa's first big titles. Oh. What hell has Mappa done again? Mappa anime list. Hold on. I know Mappa's done a lot. I just can't remember everything they've done off the top of my head. Ooh, they have done a lot actually. Let's see, I'm going through the list. Yeah, I saw Yuri on Ice, obviously. I'm looking through. I've not seen a lot of their stuff, actually. I want to see Dorohedoro. I haven't seen that yet, but I want to see that. Dorohedoro seems really, really cool. I watched the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen. And I really liked that. I don't remember anything that happened in it, but I remember enjoying watching it. I remember nothing. And I watched a couple episodes of Chainsaw Man, but I actually read like 70 chapters of the manga. I also don't remember anything that happened in it. I don't remember a darn thing about Chainsaw Man. I could literally reread it from scratch and be like, yep, first time. Oh, they did Kids on the Slope? Really? I liked Kids on the Slope. I'm like, that was a good one. And then there's Yuri on Ice, of course. Oh, I didn't realize they did the animation for Terror and Resonance. I actually really, really like Terror and Resonance. I think it's actually one of the few animes I've watched where I was like, it actually could have been shorter. Like, if they had cut down, like, some of the episodes, like, I think like it would have been like a pretty perfect show for me. Like if they just cut out a few of the later episodes. But I actually really liked the ending. I thought the ending and like the actual reveal, like the reason behind what the kids were like, basically the reason why they were doing what they were doing. I was really happy with that. I was very satisfied with that reveal. Yeah, I like Terror in Resonance. I also really, really like the soundtrack. Oh my god, that soundtrack is stunning. I should look it up and see if it's on YouTube Music. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now. Is Terror in Resonance soundtrack up on... No, it's not! Ah! Can't find that soundtrack anywhere anymore. It was such a good soundtrack too. Why is I need to like buy a physical copy or something like that, I guess. It's kind of like how like some people upload whole soundtracks onto YouTube and I love listening to them, or they're on YouTube Music or something. And then they get taken down on YouTube and I'm like, "No, I was listening to that." Terror in Resonance was like that. Terror in Resonance soundtrack was just so pretty. And it was like really, really like a good soundtrack to kind of like wallow in depression in. Not that I need to do that now, but at the time, there was a lot of good depression wallowing. I think another soundtrack that was like that for me was Drakengard 3. Drakengard 3 soundtrack isn't really on YouTube anymore. Like, there are some tracks from it, but like the whole soundtrack in high quality is not on YouTube anymore. I own it. It's somewhere. I own the one that came with the actual game, so that's not the full soundtrack. I need to buy the full soundtrack at some point. Bye, gotta go read the GBF event. Good luck, have fun! I hear it's goofy. I've been playing it on my PS3. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I said the soundtrack was beautiful. I didn't say anything about the game. That game was a hot mess. Drakengard 3 did nothing but make me mad. I didn't even beat it because it's so janky at the end. I had never had a game force me to hard reset my PS3. Like, the game didn't just crash. Like, it literally, like, wouldn't let me exit the game. It completely froze my PS3. That game was rough. And yeah, like, I don't know, like, I'm not spoiling anything for you if you're playing it on PS3. I'm just gonna say the final boss is legendarily frustrating. Legendarily frustrating is the best way I can put it. But does it sound pretty? Yes, it's gorgeous. It's got the most beautiful soundtrack. And the voice acting is quite excellent in English. I listened to the English dub is quite excellent. Which is to be expected considering both all the Nier games have excellent voice acting. My manager was molding in the office for weeks during lunch breaks at the last boss. He was so happy when he finally beat it. Oh, so you already know. Nagantius, you already know what the final boss is like? You already know? You're still playing it despite knowing? You can just watch it on YouTube. Like, you don't have to put yourself through that. Oh no. Okay. I was trying to avoid spoiling it for you since you were playing it right now, but oh my god, that boss is terrible. It's so bad. You literally can't see. The screen goes black before the song finishes. You kidding me? Oh my god, it's so terrible. It's just bad. I think that Drakengard 3 would very much benefit from a PC port. Like an optimized PC port, because it had a lot of frame rate issues too that I think could be fixed on PC, and then somebody could mod like a way to make some of that final boss fight among other areas a little easier. Because I mean, because it's not hard as in to be a challenge, it's just hard because it's janky, you know what I mean? It's not about being challenging. Come to Luo with me. It's jank hard plus annoying. Yeah. But it's okay. I don't have to ever play it ever again. It can't hurt me. I wonder if they'll do another Nier game though. Actually, you know what? It's kind of weird. Like, so the first Nier game, Nier Replicant Gestalt, I loved that game. It was janky, but I thought it was fun to play. And I had a fun time with the boss fights, and I thought it was tragic, and I loved its small core cast. Like, I loved Nier, and that was before it blew up and became popular, darn it. I played it before it became popular. And then, and the only reason, and I bought it at launch because I knew it was a sequel to Drakengard, which I also played before it was popular. I played Drakengard in high school. You had 3 Cosmos fail on you? Oh no. And then I was like, alright, cool. And then I waited to play Nier Automata. I didn't play Nier Automata until a couple years ago. And I'll be honest, I'm such a big hater. I'm like its biggest hater. I'm its biggest hater. I did not enjoy Automata. Gorgeous music, gorgeous visuals, that's about it for me. It's okay if people enjoy it though. Like, it's seriously okay if people enjoy it. I know I'm in the minority. I know that I'm like one of 12 people that didn't like Nier Automata. But the music is stunning. The music is absolutely wonderful. Weight of the World, unbelievably good lyrical song. I wonder if I should try Cosmos tonight. I might do Cosmos. By the way, the Friday stream is a maybe. It's a maybe. Because I have to go, like, I thought it was gonna be work from home that day, but I gotta go into the office after all. I might be able to drive home during lunch, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So I gotta at least be in the office in the morning. But we'll see. I'm like, alright, now we have to do video. What do you think about the newest event? I haven't read it. I'm sorry. I skipped through it so I could get my crystals. I'll read it. I promise I'll read it. Automata's the only one I've done. I don't know how the older titles compare. Are they all in the same universe? Yes. Kind of? Yes? Question mark? I don't skip Granblue stories. I don't skip all of them. I skip only some of them because sometimes I just want the crystals and I don't have time to read it. But I go back and read them later. Like, I didn't read the main story quest as it went on. I read it like in bulk later because I like reading things in bulk. Yeah, like Nier and Drakengard are connected, and it is one, but it's like saying it's all in the same universe is not quite correct. I read it because Osiris. Yeah, waifu, she's so hot. So, Osiris is a hottie. She seems a little unhinged. I also really like Makura, so I want to read it because of Makura. I think Makura is cute. One of my favorite Zodiac designs. Because she looks like a Viera. Maybe I'll go back to play Drakengard one day. Drakengard 1 is interesting. I played it when it first came out. I don't even know why I got it. I think I got it because it was just a Square Enix game. And I was like, oh, Square Enix game, I'll buy that. And it was a weird... You came up on my raid finder? Let's go. Like, it's a weird game and it's not... If you played Nier, it's not anything like Nier, and it's not anything like Drakengard 3. Drakengard 3 followed more of a Nier type of feeling. Drakengard 1 is a weird game. Drakengard 1 and 2 are weird games. And I liked them at the time. They're very janky. Like, not gonna lie, they're extremely janky. But I really, really liked them at the time when I played them in high school. And, Drakengard 1 is censored quite a bit in English. So you can look up what they censored, afterward you play it. It's not, like, deeply relevant, but, like, I mean, the whole point is that your entire main cast of characters is messed up. And cursed and stuff like that. And they sort of tone down the ways that they're cursed. They sort of turned down, not cursed, but they're like, not their curses were toned down, just who they are as people were toned down significantly. Like, okay, so the main character is this guy who, he's a prince. And, like, he's a prince who's, like, fighting in, like, a war and stuff like that. And he's... It's not, like, ultra toned down, but it is pretty toned down in certain, like, ways. Like, so the main character is a prince. He's, like, kind of haggard and whatever. And his sister is in love with him. And he actually really hates that. And it's not censored, but they did heavily tone down its, to the degree of which, like, that is expressed, if I recall. He loses his voice in a pact with a dragon, who's also dying. Like, they're both dying, and then they, like, kind of save each other through a pact. This is just the beginning of the game, by the way. It's not spoiling anything. It's actually, like, the purest relationship in the game, though. Like, they're basically, like, lovers. It's kind of great. So, like, he, like, in this dragon, but, like, in exchange for, like, this life-saving kind of thing, he can't talk. He's mute, so he doesn't talk. He can't speak. He's got a little symbol on his tongue and whatever. And then your party members are, like, a little boy. I think his name is Seer. It's been a really long time. A little boy, whose sister is, like, the enemy, and she's, like, insane, and she wants to kill a lot of people and stuff like that. So he's, like, a little boy. And then there's, like, I think he's a priest or a preacher or something like that, who's also a pedophile. So imagine having a little boy in your party and a pedophile in your party. But he actually hates that he is. So he's, like, very, like, he hates himself, but they completely cut that out in the English version. They like, censored the pedo aspect in the English version. And then, let's see, who else? You also have another party member is this lady who, I think she's, like, an elf lady or something like that. She's really, like, lost her mind due to some past trauma. And she likes to kill and... I think she kills and eats children or something like that. Again, not a spoiler, that's just basically who she is right from the start. So, yeah, you have, like... you have a dude who's, like... His sister's in love with him. He's in a relationship with a dragon. a little boy, a pedophile, and a cannibal woman who likes to eat children. Like, it's a crazy party, okay? They were really pushing some barriers. I swear there were other party members too, but maybe not. Is it taken very... It's a very serious game, yeah. From what I recall, it doesn't have the humor of the later games. Again, it's been like 20 years since I've played it, but it's not humorous. I think Drakengard 2 lightened up quite a bit. Drakengard 2 was lightened up quite a bit. And I think that had more stronger characterization. Calling it an engaging tragedy is quite accurate. But yeah, it was interesting at the time. But like, you can see the influence of being like kind of, not edgy. Edgy isn't the right word. Controversial? With its cast. I mean, that pretty much happens in like the later, like Drakengard 2 toned it down quite a bit if I remember. And then Drakengard 3 was literally like a woman who wanted to go out and kill her sisters. And then she had like, what, your party members were her 4 sex slaves? Who were all like, either hated her or were obsessed with her. I mean, like, they always have been kind of, I guess, controversial or lascivious. Like, I guess that's just kind of how it is. I guess by comparison, Nier isn't nearly as crazy, huh? Even though Nier is a lot more popular. I wonder if they'll make a Drakengard 4 one day. What would they even do to be controversial? Like, what's left? Actually, don't answer that. I don't know what's left. Sounds intriguing, at least. Yeah, it's an intriguing game, and I don't recall it being super long either, so I mean, like, you can play, and it has multiple endings, so I'd be down for another Drakengard game or a Nier game, just to see what it's like. Just to get a feel for it. You can be a VC in it too? A VC? What's a VC? Why did I hate Automata? I didn't care about the characters at all. Like, I literally just could not care about those characters. I didn't feel close to them. I didn't feel their relationship was sincere. I absolutely hated the gameplay. I hated the gameplay so much. I didn't really care about the plot. Like, I know a lot of people, like, say it's very deep and emotional, and it just seriously did not touch me at all. I was frustrated the entire time playing it. I was so frustrated the whole time. I think the second half was better than the first half in terms of emotional delivery with 9S. Like, 9S's descent into madness I thought was quite good. And I will say the reveal was pretty cool too, the twist right before 9S's descent. But overall, I was just really, like, I think the gameplay being so frustrating, like, was really contributed a lot to my disdain. I absolutely hated the gameplay. I really did. Voice actors, sorry. Used to people saying oh, okay, I see. Hey, man, if they want me to be in a Nier or Drakengard game, I'll do it. Like, I've played them all. I'm complaining, but I played them all, okay? And I have a deep respect for them. So they want me to be in those games. Hey, I won't complain. I'll do it. It'd be kind of an honor, even. I would love to be in a game like that. It's not as deep as I hope, but I like the vibes. Like, I understand liking the vibes. I get liking the vibes. Because, yeah, like, it is, like, good vibes. I think I was expecting more from the plot and the characters. Like, I felt like the character development was done so much more. Like, the characters were so much more compelling with their banter and interactions and, like, growth in Nier Replicant compared to Automata. I really didn't feel the depth of their relationship or their banter or anything like that. Like, they barely even talked while on the field. It's just more like beats were happening where they were like 9S's like dependency on like 2B just kind of happened. Like it wasn't really like I didn't see it happening in the story. It just sort of was like there all of a sudden. And it's like, yeah, sure, it's nice that it's happening, but like I didn't really feel like it didn't feel like any sort of progression. It felt just like these things were happening as, like, just because. In my personal opinion. Again, I know I'm in the minority when it comes to this game. And if people like it, that's totally fine. I am not here to tell people, no, you have to dislike this game because I dislike it. Not at all. And like I said, I respect the series. If there was another one, I'd buy it and play it. I'd absolutely buy it and play it. I think I was hyped up a bit too much about the story. Because everybody kept singing its praises and talking about how deep it was and how much it moved them and how much it made them cry and all that other stuff. And then I played it and I was like, dude, I'm not even close to shedding a tear. And I'm the kind of person who cries all the time playing video games. I cry a lot playing video games. And I was like, dang, I don't even feel any desire to shed a tear. The Somnium Files makes me cry. Like, come on. So I was like, I guess it's just not for me. But again, I would buy another one. I would play it. I'd give it a fair shot. I'm crying for spending my money in GVF. Granblue's made me cry several times. Granblue has moved me. I'm okay giving my money to Granblue because it makes me happy. It makes me feel many good emotions. Dang, my HP is like not happy. What happened? Good stories. Exactly. I think it's good stories. And I think it's a mixture of like... I think there is something to being along for the ride as it's happening. Like, when I play Granblue, I'm playing it with my friends and discussing it with them and talking about it with you guys. And, like, I'm moved because we're all collectively moved by the same product. You know, there's a sense of community, and I think that's powerful. So maybe when it came to Nier Automata, playing it, like, 5 years after everyone else was a bad idea. Because everyone just kept hyping me up and telling me how good it was, and then I had high expectations, and they weren't met. But maybe if I played at the same time as everyone else, maybe I would have been a little more moved by it. Who knows? Environment, like there's very good. There's always different reasons. But then again, I mean, who knows? Like everybody praised Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I only just played it now, and I was completely moved by it. I absolutely adored it. So who knows? I don't know. I'm not an expert in these things. I feel that. I think that may have been part of my experience with P5. Ah, I see. I only played vanilla P5 when it came out. I didn't play Persona 5 Royal, because those games are long enough, and I got my platinum in Persona 5. I was not about to play that game again. I was like, I already played this game plenty. For the plat. I don't want to do this again. No matter what the extra content is, I'm not about to play it. Let's see, what else do I got? Since you mentioned Cosmos, I'm gonna give Cosmos a shot. Like, surely it's popping because, like, Light Guild Wars is coming up. I don't need it, but... Royal out here slapping 140 more hours on you for the 100%. Nope! Not for me. I don't need these games to be 140 hours, please. Been GBF slave since high school and I graduated from college last year. GBF is probably the longest game I've played in my life. Yeah, same! Granblue, I've never played a game for 8 years before. And I probably never will again. It's quite possibly, like, it's very possible that after, when Granblue's time has passed, which I hope won't be anytime soon because I'm still very much in love with it. When Granblue's time has passed, I don't know if I'll play another Gacha live service game again. I don't know if there's a Gacha or live service game that could possibly top this. This experience has meant so much to me. And still means so much to me. It's like... I love the people I've met through it. I love, you know, like, playing it. I love, like, you know, just getting, like, the excitement around announcements and stuff like that. Like, it's an entire world. Like, it's become such a big part of my life, and I'm so grateful for it. I've met so many great people through it. There probably won't be many left by that time. It could go as long as GBF. I know! There aren't too many live service games that have gone on for 11 years. There's not that many. They exist, certainly. But there aren't that many. I always get kind of sad, though, because, like, I look at, like, those websites that show, like, the top revenue every month for Gacha, for, like, mobile games. And Granblue isn't a mobile game, so it's never on that list, but you know damn well it's profitable. You know damn well it would be up there if it were a mobile game. You feel the same way I feel about the fighting game genre. Aww. I think, like, yeah, I'm bad at fighting games, but I definitely see how much of a community exists there in the fighting game community. And now you can build one, like, you know, so many friendships and that last forever. Like, there's a feeling like you don't want it to end because it just means so much to you. I hope the new producer's time as iconic as KMR. I hope so too. Those are some big shoes to fill. I'm glad that Granblue is a browser game personally because I always play on my PC. I think that's part of its success with me is that it's not on my phone. I don't really like playing games on my phone. But the fact that I can sit on my PC, I literally got an ultra widescreen computer so that I can do my work on one side and play Granblue on the other side. This ultra widescreen was so worth it just for Granblue. I'm definitely enjoying GBF a lot more nowadays, even with an ancient account I barely touched back in the day. See, it's kind of fun playing catch-up in Granblue, though. I can see that. I can see how playing Granblue on your phone is a lot more fun in Japan. I think here it's not as much fun, because it works so slowly. I can play high-level Guild Wars with 2/4 of Balatro. Ah, sorry, I'm yawning. 1/3 GBF. Ah, should I play Balatro? I'm a little scared of it. Seems addicting. I watched Axel play some Balatro, and I watched Shinri play some Balatro. So I watched a couple of VTubers play it. Seems a little addicting. I played it for the first time and I can never go back. That seems to be what's happening. I know another voice actor who's a friend Her name is Sam Slade. And she basically was like, I started Balatro in 23. I've been playing it for like 23 hours. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? It was like 2 days later, she had played it for like 23 hours, and I was like, oh my god, you must really like that game. One of the weekly GBF streams will be converted into a Balatro stream. I need to figure out what other games to play. I'd like to play other games. I want to finish Resident Evil for sure, though. Resident Evil, I hope I can finish this weekend. Am I streaming Resident Evil this weekend? I don't know. What did I put on my schedule? I don't remember what I put on my schedule, you guys. Even though it's basically 2 games, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I'm streaming it on Sunday. Yeah, I'm streaming it on Sunday. I would stream it on Saturday, but I have to go see friends. One of my friends wants a coffee date. And when your friend asks for a coffee date, you go on the coffee date. Right? Your friends always come first. Are you playing Marvel Rivals? No, I don't have space on my computer for Marvel Rivals. But I feel like I'm already missing the wave. Like, I know it's still really popular right now, but like, I should have played it from the start. I don't know how to play those kinds of games at all, and I'm really bad at them. And I always I think I'd get really self-conscious playing it because I feel like I'd let my team down all the time. Like, I wouldn't know what I was doing, and I'd have to be carried, and I don't know if it would be fun for me. I would need, like, a dedicated teacher. Like, if there was another, like, VTuber or something like that that plays it, that'd be like, hey, I'm willing to teach you how to play this game. I will show you the ropes or something like that. I'd be like, okay, maybe that would be really, really nice, but I'm probably really bad at it. I'm probably really bad at it, and I'd feel really self-conscious about it. There's an auto-aim character, so it's fine. You're like, you can't possibly mess that up. But I'm also really shy about asking somebody for help like that. I mean, like, I've been streaming for, like, what, 4 years, and I've never done a collab before. I'm very shy. I would love to do collab with, like, friends that I know and are comfortable with. But I get really shy, and I always get worried about getting rejected. So that's why it never happens. And, like, yeah, playing a game like Marvel Rivals is an extension of that, because it's a very, like, collab type game. You know what I mean? You have to play that with friends. It's kind of sad if you don't play it with friends. Unless you're a really good player. If you're a bad player and you're not playing with friends, then it's really bad. Like, that would be me. See, at least in Granblue, I'm not a good player, but I'm not a terrible player. And it feels like I'm playing with you guys. Like, I would say I'm a dedicated Granblue player, at least. My friends are always shitting on each other in Marvel. I do have a lot of friends who are playing it, but I don't know if they'd be comfortable with me streaming while playing it. I could probably ask, but I don't know if they'd be comfortable with that, because they do like their privacy. Some of them do stream, but I think, like, it's more like, you know, they stream on their own terms, obviously. Versus, I think when they play, like, something like Marvel Rivals, they're playing it in their off time. It's a weird dynamic. But who knows? Maybe all I gotta do is ask. Once I have space in my computer anyway. I literally can't download it right now. I literally can't download it right now. I would if I could. February 15th. In about 2 weeks, my friend who is very awesome is going to be adding more space to my computer. And then I will finally be able to play all the games. I'll be able to download things all the time. I know, games are gigantic. It's not fair. It's not fair. How am I supposed to like download so much space? Like when I'm like they're so big. That's why I have one game downloaded right now. Like I have 2 games, but one of them's really small actually. But my one dedicated game that I'm playing right now is Final Fantasy 7. Cuz I still need to play Integrate. Live at this hour. See, I get off work at 6 o'clock p.m. So I start streaming at 6:30 p.m. here. That's what I have to do with my new job. It makes the hours very tough on other people, I know. I appreciated everybody who stuck around like in the earlier hours. But now I have to move my hours because of my job. Oh wait, I'm in Cosmos, huh? Did it fail? Is everyone dead? Everyone's dead. I don't need the materials that badly. It's okay. One o'clock in the morning, though. That's crazy. That's a crazy time to be watching streams. I feel like when I'm like awake at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's like, I've been able to fall asleep a lot easier because of this job. Honestly, by the time I get home, I'm ready to be knocked out. It's 11:53 a.m. That's a good time. It's almost noon for you. 11:53 a.m. is a good hour. Where is 11:53 a.m.? Unless you don't want to dox yourself. I went to Cosmos now. Your streams motivate me to do things like Hexa we go. Yeah! I need to do more Hexa. I need to somewhere in Asia. Oh, okay. I was gonna sleep, but I saw your live before putting some rain sounds for me, so here I am. Plans changed, now listening to Vina while drawing. Well, I hope your drawing is going well. Oh, I can join your Cosmos if you're still hosting. Oh, yeah, I can do one more. I think that actually sounds kind of relaxing, drawing while listening to a VTuber. I like that idea. Let me go Cosmos. Let me host my second Cosmos. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Here, I'll let you guys join first. Hee. I was doing Hexa a few weeks ago and everyone was on Chrysler. I think everyone's testing their new Excalibur. Oh, so that explains it. I'm Yamato. And I'm pretty comfy in Yamato, so it's like hard for me to shift. I had a Hexa night, like, I think the night before Guild Wars started, I played a few rounds of Hexa with my friends. But it was honestly getting really frustrated, and I kept messing up, so I was like, guys, this is not my night. I gotta go. Yeah, I like the way Yamato plays. I think it's a lot easier. Yamato makes that fight pretty easy. Not easy per se, but like, it makes it a lot easier to deal with. What is my What is my solo team again? Which I need to get back to, I guess. My Hexa solo team. Oh, it's Kengo. My Hexa solo team is Kengo. I'm having a hard time, though. I'm really struggling with this, my solo. I'm struggling hard. I don't know if I'm quite ready for it. I think something must be missing because I'm doing really bad. Like, does it really matter this much? That I'm not at skill 20, that my opus is only at 230? I have this. I have the key. I don't know. I mean, maybe it does. It does because you lose your level 25 from max opus? What do you mean? It's not that I struggle to clear omens. Well, I do actually kind of... Yeah, the skill level does go to 25. I know. But can that one thing make all the difference? I'm doing the right amount of damage. I know I have a grid that works. Otherwise. This grid has soloed. Max Opus makes heavy changes, like sometimes you remove entire clicks to clear omens. I see. I guess I can't really do Hexa solo until I do more Lucy Zero. Annoying. Very annoying. I don't wanna do it. My Hexa solo feels so far away. So what I'm hearing is Lucy Zero with Chad. No, I'm gonna be so bad at it at the beginning. Also, I'm not mentally prepared at this moment, so not tonight. Not tonight. Maybe during a Friday. Not this Friday, but maybe during a Friday. I do gotta do Lucy Zero eventually, though. I know I do. I'm just like... Also, be right back. Oh, yay! Cosmo's done! Yay! Yeah, I really gotta get on finishing my opus. I really just need feathers. I have everything else that I need for, like, to max out my opus. I just need feathers. And I think I need, like, 30 of them, and I really... But, I gotta get on it. I'm suffering, you guys. How am I gonna make time for it with my new job? I'll figure out a way to make time. I will. But job always comes first. Falling asleep at a reasonable hour always comes first. Like, I can't even make my streams that long in the evenings because I have work in the morning. For Lucy Zero, I'd recommend learning a fixed rotation for that. Yeah, I'm gonna ask, some friends to coach me. I already have a party built up, and I actually did it before. I've done it before. Where's my Lucy? Oh, this is my updated Lucy Zero team. I want to learn with this team, but originally I had an Onmyoji setup that worked really well. So I haven't tried Lucy Zero with this team yet, which is also pretty much the same as my Hexa solo team. With a slightly different grid, if I think? I don't know. Pretty much the same. I really wanted to make a team that used Zoe. I wanted a team that used Zoe. Because I want to use her, because I used my Link's ticket on her. I need to make her useful. I'm very tempted to ring her, too. So, we're gonna see if I can figure this out. Because I really want to use Zoe. I have 3 rings right now. I need to see what kind of light units pop up. Because, who knows, probably the next grand light unit I'm gonna insta-ring. I probably will insta-ring the next grand light unit as long as they're, like, good. Probably even if they're just okay, I probably will. I can't remember what team I used for Omi. It was an Onmyoji setup that also used Sandalphon, yeah. But I chose to update my team. So I'm not gonna go back. I just need to get used to this setup. Because I know it's doable. I'm gonna give myself more berries. 6 dragons, I mean, I'm glad that they're still happening. They are kind of slowing down though, huh? The Onmyoji setup might be the 75% multi-attack with multi-attack opus or something that was trending around Lucy Zero release. It might be. I think it was pretty multi-attack heavy. I think what you're saying makes sense. Also, the first time turns helps if you know in advance of you will deal with the apples. Yeah, I'll get to it eventually. It's just learning a new raid is like, learning a new raid is a lot of work. Especially when it's a late game raid. I still need to work on my subby solos too. Like, my god, you guys. I have so much that I need to do. There is honestly so much that I have to do. I need to review the footage for the subby water solo so I can actually start making attempts. I forgot what... Somebody was telling me how... I think Francisca was the one who submitted it to YouTube and it trended. Oh. It worked. I remember I liked it at the time. I just wanted to try something more modern. So let's see, I have my subby solo team. I watched some videos on it, but I need to re-watch them because that was before Guild Wars and I already forgot. I know it's supposed to be really, really fast at least. With Pela, Europa, and Hase, basically just like absolutely decimating subby with a lot of damage. I think somebody was telling me that they just straight up like skip the Omen like in the second half, that like not skip but like they just tank it. They don't even cancel the Omen. that, like, I think it's the 6 charge attack one, they said that you can just not guard for the rest of the fight. I was like, seriously? You're not even gonna guard for it? That's scary. But I need to watch the fight and see how it goes again. Because who knows? Maybe I can't. I need to motivate myself for something really big soon. I just beat him in dirt. I need to hurry up and beat him in water and beat him in dark. Not tonight, though. Tonight, let's full auto subby. I full autoed him the other day, and it was really nice. Full auto! Thankfully, materials are like nothing. Here! Come fight with me. I'll wait a minute and then I'll pop it. I love full auto. Watch this trick! I love that sticker. And now I'll pop it. Yeah, I ran into that issue during my wind solo. I did so much damage from 50 to 10% that I actually ended up skipping an omen, and like I skipped an omen and I got in trouble in the last bit. So I definitely am very conscious of that. I'm sure light could do that kind of damage at this point. Light was always like, I mean, I'm sure there's a light solo that could do that much damage. I've already beaten him in, I've soloed him in light a bunch of times, but it's just kind of interesting. Do I got 2 executes with me? Whatever that, oh, Kish. Hi, Kish. I didn't know you were in chat. Just lurking. Watching me whine about Lucy Zero. The giggle is cute. Hi, Goose. My cat Goose is here. She's being cute, as usual. The Fire True FA for this fight was also super impressive. Oh, yeah! Somebody recently... Didn't somebody recently full auto in dirt? Like, to the end? Like, not even stopping at 10%. Like, it literally was like a true 100% to 0% full auto. I swear Kate Teen said something about that. Which is really, really cool. It's your main element? Oh! Yeah, you should look into it. Or if you know Kate Teen, ask him about it. Because he would definitely know, because he's the one who brought it up. How am I a dataless drive right now? The fire one was also 100 to 0. Ooh. I didn't realize. Ohayo. I hope you're doing well. My cat really wants attention right now. Goose, what are you doing? Oh, Goose, you're so funny. My child. Oh. My cat, Goose, yes. She's a tortie. JPix, you can go on my Instagram and see tons of pictures of them. If you go, my Instagram is the same as my username on Twitter. And I have nothing but 8 billion cat pics on there. It's like 90% cat pics. There's an empty grid Andromeda Ursa. I saw that. I was like, you know what? That's so unfair. After all the work I put into soloing in dirt, they just go and they do it with like Andromeda. It's like, you jerk. Oops. Oh. It's at 11% anyway. I'm good. I'm stopping. Goose! Just got on my desk and moved all my stuff. You can probably hear her moving my mic around. If you hear my mic moving around a bunch, it's because Goose is on the desk. Goose! What do you want? I'm streaming. My daughter. My child, you're so cute, but I'm occupied. I'm doing stuff right now, my sweet child. She's so cute. She's a tortie and she's gigantic. She's like really big. And she tries so hard to be a delicate cat, but like she's too big and bulky to be like that. Oh yay, it finished. Let's go. Let's do another one. Okay, Goose, go. Go, 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 go. Go, Goose. You're in the way and you keep knocking things over. Let's go, 6 of them. Oh no, she's back. Goose. Alright, I may have to give her exclusive attention soon. I may have to give her a lot of attention soon, because she's basically begging for attention. Sometimes your children come first, huh? Goose, get off my keyboard. "27 days to go before Sandy. Let's go! I'm sure Sandalphon is going to be really good, and people are going to be really, really happy, and it's going to be very, very exciting. Not that I know anything about fighting games, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens too. I always like hearing if like a character is good or not. But surely they're gonna make Sandalphon really, really good, right? Oh, up now. Oh, why did MC get like that so soon? Sadly cannot be nerfed, just like Belial. Were you able to play it, Corbin? The beta test? Because it was just last weekend that he was playable, right? I think they're done updating Reeling, sadly. You got to last week. Awesome! I'm glad you got to. Belial and Anila need to be in Relink. I think it would be insane to put Belial in Relink. It would be really, really cool, though. I definitely wouldn't complain about Anila either, for obvious reasons. The wing mechanic? Tell me more about it. Tell me in a way that I can understand. Oh, Lucio died. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Lucio. The 2021 summer Nilla got me so hype I couldn't sleep till Gacha reset. Aww. I like immediately Yukata and Nilla was the first time that I got to like spark an Anilla character after like it was public that I was Anilla, so I was really, really excited about that. I was like, I'm gonna spark her! And it was worth it because she was awesome. I think that there's a lot they could potentially do with a relink too. Like, I think this relink is done, but I think that, like, they probably have a lot of stuff they've learned and a lot of stuff they want to do in, like, a big epic RPG type thing. So I'm sure there's a lot they could do with, like, a relink too. And I would love that, personally, because I loved relink. I thought it was great. They could just sort of build on top of what they already had. Whoa, it's moving so fast. Let me see where we're at. Okay, we're still at 23%. All right. I was like making sure I'm not like ruining anything. Oh, we're at 14%, 13%. Actually, maybe I should stop. I'll stop here. I don't want to ruin anything. Well, I have no choice but to stop here. That's what happens when you just go Unga. No thoughts, head empty, just kill. Final Fantasy 12 flashbacks. I'm still debating on whether I should play Final Fantasy 12 or watch Final Fantasy 12 with you guys. I love Final Fantasy 12. I just don't know how viable it is to play like a 60-hour RPG on a stream. How is it? Like, is it possible to be that, like, to do something and like keep it engaging that whole time? 20, 30 hours I get. Like, 30 hours is pushing it to me, but like 60? Can you do it? Maybe. I worry that it would be not very entertaining. But I would certainly love playing it. Dude, what's the name of those streams that continue as long as you receive money? A subathon? Oh! But I think it'd be hard for me to do a subathon because I have work. I have a day job now. I have no choice but to stop streaming. I would have to be like unemployed. You came up short? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Kish to the rescue! Uh-oh. Oh no! Kish. I'm afraid I can't do much better. I will die soon. I will die soon. Watch this trick. Watch this trick. Watch this trick. There we go. Awesome trick. Okay, we're good now. We can leave. It's all good. I'll probably do like a couple more raids and then it's time for bed for me. But yeah, it's possible that like that work isn't terribly busy and they don't mind me taking off to do, like, maybe I'll do like, ask if I can do half days during that week or something. Maybe I could, no, because then I need that time to sleep. I'd need to take off the entire week if I wanted to do like Guild Wars. Like if I really wanted to do like Guild Wars and actually try my best. I don't know that even if I tried my best, I don't know if I could make top 2K though. You need a lot of meat to be top 2K. I don't know if I'm capable of that. I've never duoed with anybody before, and you need to do a lot of duoing. And I don't even know if anybody in my crew is awake during the hours that I would need duoing. Usually when people in my crew do top 2K, they like leave the crew and then go duo with somebody else. Like they do doing with like a crew that's like awake and available to do it. So I'm like, I'm not sure. I mean, you guys see my ping. It's not amazing. It's fine. It's just not amazing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make top 2K. Like, is it worth taking off the week? I really, like, I would love to. Getting top 2K would be one of my favorite things, like, ever. I would feel so accomplished if I ever did that. And I've always wanted to do it. I've wanted to do it for years. A fast solo NM250. But you still need a lot of meat. You still need a ton of meat. You fainted during top 2K? Oh my god. That's crazy. Did you not sleep like when like it was fine to sleep when Guild Wars was shut down, when closed in between, like when there were breaks? It's hard for me because it's like a shift in hours. I'd have to stay up all night. Alright, now, pub. I want to be in top 2K. I want to finish Guild Wars in the top 2K. I've only been in it very briefly for like one evening during last like Guild Wars. I was very briefly in top 2K for like a few hours. And that was good enough for me at the time. If you want it, I would try it. I want it, but I want to know how feasible it is while working. Because I can't risk losing this job. I literally have no backup plans if I lose this job. It's a miracle that I even got this job in the first place. Okay, now I'll stop stop? If we're 6 out of 6, yeah, I'll stop. I got 5K. It's kind of like it's one of those things where like right now it's really hard to get a job, and like I know a lot of actors, right? Like a lot of performers and stuff like that, and I know a lot of them are struggling right now because of the strike. And like they're just like, dude, I need a job and yet I can't find a job. And I'm like, well, I've always worked in production first before being a voice actor. So in that sense, I think it's unlucky because finding production work by pure chance, I've been able to find it. But like, man, I'm grateful to have a job because I know a lot of people who don't right now and are struggling. So I can't afford to lose it. Since 6 people are in, let's see if they can get their honors in. Oh my god, can we not do Florence and Mugen this Guild Wars? Can we do something other than Florence and Mugen? I would love to have another strategy, please. No more Florence Mugen like strats. I hope the Guild Wars boss does something that negates it. That makes it not possible. Oh my goodness, I am getting sleepy. I hope the new 250 boss isn't as aggravating. This one sucked. I've heard it was a very frustrating one. Like that a lot of people were really unhappy with it. It must have been quite the struggle. I am EP. I usually go to bed around 9:30, and then like at the latest I fall asleep is usually like 10 o'clock. Usually. Sometimes I stay up a little later, but I definitely wake up really early in the morning, so falling asleep early is necessary. Even if I didn't commute to work, I still woke up at 4:30 this morning. I slept in, I got my alarm set for 4:30, and I woke up, and then I slept in until 5 a.m. I was like, oh, sleep in as a treat. Did you full auto no refresh or full auto refresh? Whenever it comes to the long fights, I always full auto refresh. It gets too slow for me otherwise. Yes, you did. I did sleep in until 5 a.m. Have a good night. I'm gonna go after this fight too. I'm ready to like curl up in bed and read a book and fall asleep. There's this novel I keep like reading bit by bit in between. I'm not very far into it, but I'd ideally like to I try to set a time aside a little bit of time before sleeping to read it. Reading is good for the brain, you guys. It's good exercise. Just like doing Sudoku is good exercise. At least I try to convince myself that Sudoku is good exercise for the brain. I love Sudoku. You guys, I could do a whole stream with Sudoku. Like, you guys would probably find it so frustrating because I'm not good at it. Like, it would probably be the most mind-numbingly frustrating stream ever is to watch me play Sudoku, but I would love it. I would lose my mind playing it. You got a sand? Congratulations! I put an 8-minute timer, launch by full auto, minimize the window, and work on other stuff. Oh, that's good. It's very productive then. Alright. I'm gonna call this stream for the night. I think these weeknight streams are probably not gonna be like terribly long ones. I have to save the longer streams for the weekend now. But at least we got a good couple hours in, some dailies. I don't know. I think next week I'll plan to do more cool stuff like subby solos. Goose! Stop! What do you have in your mouth? Where did you get this? She started eating a screw. I don't even know what this screw belongs to or where it... You can't digest this. Oh my god, she's gonna cost me like $8 billion in vet bills. Okay, now that I'm done yelling at my cat, have a good night, you guys. I will think of more productive Granblue streams in the future. I promise. I'll do something productive next time. Alright, I love you guys. Bye, thank you.